Hey, it's Eric G. Around the House is sponsored by Baldwin Hardware. For 75 years, Baldwin Hardware has been known for its first-class quality and craftsmanship in door and cabinetry hardware. As an alumnus of the Baldwin Hardware Design Council, I can say I have seen the details and quality from design to the finished product. If you're looking for a new style and old-world craftsmanship, I can tell you there is only one Baldwin Hardware. Check out what would look great in your home at baldwinhardware.com. Here's what's coming up on Around the House Saturday. We have a double hitter episode in hour one, starting out with the Institute for Justice and building permits that actually violate your constitutional rights. And then the crazy things I saw at the Consumer Electronics Show.
I believe a 2,200 square foot addition to their property in a historically African-American neighborhood in Seattle so that her kids and another one of her relatives can live there and afford to live in Seattle and not have to way out into the suburbs. And the city was saying either to build housing units, which she can't afford to do, or pay the city $77,000 just to be able to get the permit, to be able to construct the additional housing, which when you add that money onto the cost of building in Seattle, makes the entire project uneconomic.
We then talk with Craig Williams, pest control expert, about those crazy things around your home.
When people start talking about natural products, like have you been on any like these crunchy mom groups or anything like that?
I try to stay away from those.
I mean, they're interesting. Well, I mean, like I kind of like to see like, you know, what they're claiming works. Mm-hmm. You know, because so much of this stuff is like, hey, we'll use this essential oil or use this. Like, here's the issue: is any oil will kill any bug every time. Yeah, and it's just because like if you spray a bug with oil, like we breathe through our nose, they breathe through their whole body. Yeah. So like if you get any kind of oil on them, it's basically going to suffocate them. And so like, you know, you're getting that dopamine hit of effectiveness. Like I put oil on the bug and it died.
All that and more on Saturdays Around the House Show with Eric G. Heard on any podcast player. I want to personally thank you for being an Around the House listener. This show is supported by advertisers and listeners like you. I was asked by members of our audience to open up for a way to people say thank you and to help fund future episodes of Around the House. We now have a way to do that, and that's buy me a coffee or a drink. Just look at the episode notes in your podcast player, and you'll find a link to buymeacoffee.com/ATH Eric G. And thanks again for listening to Around the House. Hey, it's Eric G. from Around the House. Are you planning a decking or siding project this year? If you are, you've got to check out my friends at Millboard. Millboard is a completely different kind of composite decking and cladding that enhances outdoor spaces with enduring distinction. Hand-molded from the finest oak, it realistically mimics the natural grain and color of premium hardwood. If you're looking for something that doesn't look like plastic and instead real wood, check out millboard.com. Make sure and check out that interview we did just a few weeks back. That's millboard.com.